Dick and Boonies Podcast. Richard, come together again. We're all about the laughter and the tasty gems. We would like to invite you in the silly minds we live in. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to another episode of the Dick and Boonies Podcast. My name is Dick.
I am Boonies.
And today we do actually have a guest, so continue watching this time. You know what I mean? So I just want to give a quick background of who the guest is. A good friend of ours, Jenny. Ella started babysitting for her, and so I've been seeing Jenny quite frequently. And then I went there to pick up Ella one time, and she goes, I have a good friend who is really fucking cool and interesting that would be perfect for your podcast.
She lied.
So she did. And I go, oh yeah, what does he do? And she goes, well, he is a musician. He is an artist. He's a doctor. And he makes absinthe. And so I said, sign me up.
Yeah.
And so we reached out. Today's guest is a man that we just met. He's a cool motherfucker so far.
Yeah, so far checks out.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, though. His name is a single name, Ordovich.
Ordovich.
Welcome.
It's like Madonna. It's like Madonna.
Thank you
Or
for coming
Seal.
on the show, man.
Oh, absolutely, man. Thanks for having me.
God. Okay,
Yeah.
so
any opportunity where I can like get people drunk is a good opportunity for me. So
All right.
we love that.
Hey.
So I think we should just jump right into it because we need some beverages.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And then we should lube it up first, and then we can dive into some.
oh yeah.
So explain to
In
us,
vino veritas, right?
what do we have here, young man?
So we have. So I'm Ordovich, based out of Tempe. Well, actually, technically Mesa. We couldn't afford Tempe, so we. 1 mile into Mesa, that's all.
Oh, that's
it's
fine.
like we could only afford like the ghetto in Tempe, and then we move into Mesa. It's like holy shit! Like I feel like I'm living in Arcadia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
This is Arcadia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Good.
You're like
I didn't-
Tempe Light.
Yeah, Tempe
Yeah.
Light. So we're based out of Tempe, and my business partner is Justin. He's based out of like West Phoenix. Like, don't go there unless you want to score some meth or heroin.
Oh.
Sure.
Hey.
Which I mean, I'm not gonna judge. But
No.
anyways,
I've been there.
yeah.
Not recently.
Well, yeah.
Over 5 years.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
So I'm the co-founder of Absinthe Minded, which is, as of right now, Arizona's first and only absinthe company.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's fucking
Yeah.
awesome. And the
Yeah.
name's dope as shit.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah,
Love
that's
it.
actually how it started. It started with a poem that I wrote, and when I got tanked off of my first bottle of homemade wine, I thought I would read through my poetry because I'm emo like that, and to see if I could see anything that would like shed a tear. And then I saw something I wrote that said Absinthe Minded, and I thought, fuck, dude, that would be a really cool brand name, and B, I love absinthe, so why not? And I
Yeah.
texted my homeboy and I said, hey, dude, we should get a still, learn how to make absinthe, and call it Absinthe Minded. And he calls me back immediately. He's like, dude, I bought a still for my dad to make moonshine.
No.
We only used it once. And so
Wow.
2 weeks later, we're in his backyard making basically what amounted to poison the
Yeah.
first couple
Right.
times. But then we finally perfected it after a few times.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Dude.
The
Yeah.
copper tanks and the tubes. and all
Yeah,
that.
so
Like
this one was a stainless steel. Oh,
Stainless
this thing
steel,
was
yeah.
so shitty too because it had like a hole in the top. So we had to like extra seal it, but often like booze would start escaping out the top of it and it would like go down into the flame. So it would be
Yeah.
like we'd have to get rags and shit to like so it doesn't
So you-
explode, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
like a meth
'cause-
lab.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a meth lab.
A lot of meth
Yeah.
references early on, you know?
Well, we got to get to a good start, right?
Okay, so what are you doing at this particular juncture?
I am pouring 1.5 ounces of 140 proof spirit. So this is our Absinthe Minded Gold.
Okay.
And it's based off of the formulation of Pontellier, France, with real wormwood.
Okay.
Right? So grand wormwood, fennel seed, and anise seed are the three main ingredients that are required to make absinthe.
Okay.
And so if it doesn't have any of those three, then it's not absinthe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's absent, it's not absent.
Exactly.
Sorry, what's the process to
To distill?
to distill it?
Oh yeah, no, it is it's quite a process. And like I said early on, we went through a lot of iterations. We made plenty of mistakes.
Yeah.
And we still make mistakes, but It's not as they're pleasant mistakes, right?
Yeah.
It's like
Happy
you know,
accidents.
happy accidents. You know.
So you're not making poison anymore. You've graduated.
No. Well, I mean, it depends on what you.
Yeah, right.
I just read that alcohol is technically a poison.
Yeah.
So,
It is.
Hey.
It is. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I got alcohol poisoning for like the first time a couple weeks ago. It was. Really,
really?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Was it when you were on vacation?
Sort of. I'm not going to go into a lot of details about it.
Okay.
That's
Dude.
Okay, so yeah, this is the Seesaw Dripper. They used to make these like back in the 19th century, and then when they banned absinthe in the States and like different parts of Europe, they stopped making them. But since they re-legalized in Europe in the early 2000s as well as in the States in 2007, they started making these things again based off like the original kind of like Seesaw Dripper. So it's super cool. We love it because it's like portable. Otherwise, people like to use those big fountains.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen those.
And the reason why is because back in the 19th century, ice was really expensive. They would have to bring ice down from the mountains. So in order to like economize, they would put giant blocks of ice in these fountains so that like, 4 people can serve a different serving of absinthe, right?
I gotcha.
So the idea is you want to pour you do 1.5 ounces of absinthe, and then you do roughly 3 parts water.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Put a sugar cube in there too.
I did, yeah. So the sugar cube used to be used to mask the kind of poor flavors of like really bad quality absinthe.
Okay.
There were the ones like when you hear stories about absinthism and all these like stories of people hallucinating and going crazy. That's because these were like generally like poorer people that couldn't afford the good stuff. So they were drinking really bad absinthe, which had like things like what is it called? Trichloride, copper sulfate, and antimony trichloride. Those are like the 2 main nasty ingredients that were used in those like really bad absinthes. Wow. And so those are really, really bad for you. Like copper, for instance, like you can get Wilson's disease if you have too much copper in your system.
Yes.
And that can cause neurological disorders as well. So I'd imagine that people were getting something similar when they're doing a lot of copper in their shitty absinthe. Sorry, I can cuss here, right?
Please do.
Fuck shit balls.
Okay,
You
good.
can say fucking shitballs.
Yeah, sing Blink-182.
Yeah. So it goes down this contraption. What is this called? A seesaw?
It's a Seesaw Dripper, yeah.
Seesaw Dripper, and it goes back and forth
Yeah.
between going over the sugar cube and just going directly in.
Okay.
I love this.
I'm going to do... you guys had absinthe before, right?
Yes.
I have never. This
Never?
Is my first
I've had
time.
it.
So do you
You're
hate...
popping my cherry?
Do you hate black licorice?
No.
Okay, good.
No, I like the anise flavor. And
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
He's
so
on
you know
board.
what you're getting yourself into.
He's on board.
Some people, like, I hate black licorice. I think it's disgusting. But maybe it's because it gets stuck in my teeth and, it's like, it gets kind of nasty.
Yeah.
But this is like, I don't get the black licorice feel as much because it's a complex beverage with multiple different botanicals, right? It's got...
smells fucking good though.
Yeah.
So are we just
No,
going
it's
to pass
fun.
it around? or
No. I'm making
Okay.
one for each of you.
Okay, I didn't know.
man.
I didn't know if it was a puff pass.
We could. I mean,
No, we don't.
if you
Kevin.
have it,
I didn't know if that
you-
was like the
I got some
proper
rollers
way.
if you want.
Dude. So how long have you guys been in business, and when did you? Yeah, I guess when did you start?
Well, we started back in 2017, but it took a really long time for us to get on market just because, puff, puff, pass, eh?
Yeah.
Just because, like, the alcohol industry is so, like, the laws are very archaic and they're all they're holdovers from Prohibition era.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we have to operate under a 3-tier system, which means manufacturer has to sell to a distributor, and the distributor sells to a vendor retailer, right? And so you can't we don't have the capacity because we're not the owners of the distillery. We commission our distillery.
I see.
Like the owners of our distillery, they can sell their booze up to a certain limit. I think it's like 36,000 gallons or something, and then after that has to be a distributor. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
But
We won't.
Needless to say, it's like really, really, really heavily regulated. So it took us a long time to find partnerships in the industry, and just to find out what the legal route would be for us to get onto market. But then we finally partnered with Adventurous Stills in Tempe in 2019, mid 2019, and then we finally got our label approval, which took like fucking 3 months. And then when we finally got to market, it was December of 2019, and then the pandemic happened.
Yeah,
and then
dude.
everything shut down.
Dude,
But it was awesome because people drink during the best of times and the worst of times.
for sure.
And so we actually landed our biggest account during the height of the pandemic at Total Wine. We're like in Arizona's Total Wine.
Get out.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
huge, dude.
Dude.
Yeah, it's awesome. So right now we're in like 50 plus locations. It's all on our website, absinthemindedaz.com. But we're in the process of starting to like expand outside of Arizona because we want to become national.
Yeah.
And our mission is kind of like to kind of resurrect a lost, forgotten spirit because absinthe was one of the most popular spirits, especially in Europe, during the 18th century to like the late 19th century, before a bunch of fucking like conservative assholes that didn't like to party and want to ruin everyone's fun during the temperance movement said, fuck you, and absinthe is the one that took the hit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
We can get into that later, but right now let me just
And
finish
it took
making
so long
Yeah.
to come back.
It did.
Like a
95 years in the US.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I thought, I mean, every time I thought about absinthe, I always thought that you hallucinated, so I never wanted to try it, and then B, thought it was
Really?
yeah.
You didn't want to try it because of that?
Yeah, me too. Same.
Dude.
I'd much rather do acid, you know? You know what
Well,
you're
you and
getting.
me both. I mean, honestly, when you drink absinthe on acid, that's
Uh-oh.
a fucking trip, dude. That's actually pretty awesome.
That sounds not bad.
I'm not offering up medical advice right now,
No.
by the way.
No. No, I don't assume.
It's a comedy podcast.
So I always thought it came from Amsterdam.
Oh yeah, there is a lot of absinthe in Amsterdam. Actually, there's a really, there's this really famous bar there. Don't quote me on that one. I'm not exactly sure, but I know a lot of people drink. People do lots of shit in Amsterdam. You can you can take psilocybin mushrooms in Amsterdam and nobody cares.
Yeah. Yeah, you can eat a couple buttholes if you want to.
Dude, well, you don't have to be in Amsterdam to do that.
Well, that's true, but I mean, I guess you could. It's like pressed up against a window, you know.
Oh,
You're like that
a glory
butthole. Or
window?
that, you can test it out. You actually go, you sniff it, and go. No, I'll go to the next one.
Yeah.
That one was a little ripe.
that's not a real thing, is it?
Ah,
Because if
don't.
so, I'm booking a trip tomorrow.
It's
Yeah,
not,
dude.
but it will be now.
I'm just kidding. I'm
In
happily engaged.
those
so.
people are gonna catch on.
Dude, they're gonna get it.
yeah, for sure.
The little tester window. Yeah.
So absinthe was actually it is European. Fundamentally, it was created by a French physician who was practicing in Switzerland at the time, Dr. Pierre Ordinaire, and he patented absinthe in 1793. And then I think it was 1797 is when Pernod et Fils, which is still around today, it's like one of the biggest distilleries. They were the first distillery to get the patent and start producing absinthe.
Oh, wow,
And
okay.
so yeah, it was very much a European thing. So a lot of really great absinthes come out of Switzerland,
Yeah.
France, and now Arizona. So
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Did you taste
What a
it?
lineup! Not yet. No, I'm waiting for you.
Oh,
guys.
you're so polite, dude.
Oh
If I was
my
you,
God.
here, hand me your mug, sir.
Dude, just so people who are listening, we are drinking these. We are drinking out of the most.
It's inappropriate.
It's Arizona.
It's fucking inappropriate, dude.
It's just straight up inappropriate.
This is what you do in Florida.
These are coffee mugs. These are the
Florida.
pastel painted. They're from my mom's collection. We've commandeered them, and now we're going to actually be drinking probably the best beverage that's ever gone in them.
Putting it to very good use, my friend.
What does a bottle like that cost?
Yeah, so our premium is at Total Wine. It's $66.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny. My mom, she used to give me shit about like being involved in this business because she was like,
sir.
she's Brazilian and she's kind of crazy, and she's like, oh, you're going to go nowhere with this absinthe business. Why are you doing this? And then when I finally got to market, she's like, oh, very good.
Yeah,
and she's
yeah.
like, oh, I saw you at Total Wine. And I'm gonna stop talking like her. But she was like, she's like, do you know how much you're selling your bottles for? And I'm like, yeah, they're about $65. She's like, no, $65.99. That's like $66. I'm like, yeah, Mom, it's expensive booze.
Yeah.
I never bought absinthe before we got into this. Like I bought like 2 bottles of Kubler. It's like $90 a bottle for Kubler.
What's Kubler?
It's Swiss absinthe. It's an absinthe blanche. It's very good.
So they've been selling absinthe in the U.S. since 2007. You said?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
were able to bring it back.
Yeah, Lucid was the first company to start doing it. It's a company run by this chemist Ted Bro, based out of Louisiana, New Orleans.
I think that what's the name of the company again?
Lucid.
And that is exact. So my old brother-in-law Wes, he's like, you know, traveled the world obviously with his band and shit. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Oh, Wes. Yeah.
So he traveled the world obviously
from the Biscuit.
Yeah, from the Biscuit.
Hottest podcast.
And
that was a pretty good one. I liked it.
Yeah, it was a good one.
He's cool.
He is a cool guy.
Yeah.
He really is. But he brought a bottle of absinthe.
Oh, no kidding.
And I was like, dude, I'm really
nervous.
I was like, dude, I can't do this, bro. And he goes, dude, shut. He's like, you're such a fucking idiot. And so that's when
you're such a pussy.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he said that too. But and then we drank it, and I was like, oh, this is fucking lovely. And you get, I mean, it's just it's booze.
It's booze, but I will say this: it does hit you different. You know, it's kind of like, you know, like tequila kind of hits you different.
Yeah,
it's kind of similar to absinthe. I forget what the compounds that are from the agave plant, but so. In terms of wormwood, there is a psychoactive compound in wormwood, and so we had to actually submit our bottles to the FDA.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they can test
regulate that.
Yeah, I mean, quite honestly, I don't even think they probably didn't even test it. They were just like, cool, thanks. Tastes good to me, man.
Yeah.
Because I mean, honestly, like they require the absinthe in the U.S. is called thujone free. So thujone is the psychoactive compound. But in order to be thujone free, you have to be under 10 parts per million per bottle. And if you abide by the traditional formulation, you're going to be well within that range. Okay. So Europe has the EU has 35 parts per million per 750 ml bottle. So ours is a little bit more strict than Europe, but it's still, like, if you're,
So what's the process? You keep saying wormwood.
Oh, right.
What is wormwood?
Yeah.
And then what do you do? Do you soak the wood? I mean, I don't.
Wormwood's a hallucinogen.
So how do you
Just
make
kidding.
how do you make absinthe?
Explain it like you're explaining it to a baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a couple right here.
3 big babies.
All right, kiddo.
Yeah.
Well, first, have a sip out of your sippy cup.
I'm trying to be as polite as
This
Cam.
is,
Oh, yeah.
It's
Well,
so hard.
No,
not
dude, seriously,
I think
please
you guys
start
are
drinking.
Scared. Are you guys a
Please
little
start
scared?
drinking
Oh, I
already.
was going to cheers.
Are you?
but-
How much are you having?
Just a little bit.
Just a smidge?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's just fun.
Okay, cool.
Cheers, Cam.
Cheers.
You're not a drinker, are you?
Here we go.
Not anymore.
Absinthe
Not anymore.
freaking lootly.
You've been there, done that. That's hilarious, man. I should probably do the same, but I'm not gonna.
But I'm not going to disrespect the absinthe.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, so it like I said,
is
it hits.
lovely.
It's very floral, very botanical.
Very. I love it.
So the
Wormwood's
first.
herb,
Sweet, excellent.
right?
And I'll drink this one and I'll share it with you.
Wormwood isn't wood that had worm in it.
That's
No?
funny, man. Yeah, that's a good. Honestly, dude,
I'm tripping
That
on these
is-
worms, man.
that is legit a very good question.
Okay.
I never actually
for
thought
sure.
about that. Why the
That's
fuck is it
first thing
called
I thought
wormwood?
of.
Yeah, it's like wood that had worms in it. That
Okay,
sounds
so
disgusting.
Okay,
actually,
so it's not.
Like a worm log that's
So
just all
it's
falling apart.
It's an herb.
Right?
It's an herb.
yeah. So it is it's basically a weed. It grows like crazy. And wormwood, I think the thujone or some other chemical compound in wormwood can be an antiparasitic. So it was used traditionally like in like medicinal concoctions.
Right.
It also has properties that kind of ward off insects and like vermin, so that a lot of people who have like farms and stuff, they'll actually plant wormwood like shrubs around their crops so that a bunch of like bugs don't get into their actual crops.
Kind of
so
citronella or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
that
right.
kind
For
of
like
same
mosquitoes and shit. Yeah, citronella is cool. So it's got those kind of pop. Yeah, it's got yeah, fuck
nice.
mosquitoes. It's got those properties. So yeah, wormwood is basically an herb. It's cut and sifted. Leaves. Is that good?
Yeah, it's
All right, cool. I'm gonna just hit your microphone, so hopefully that didn't rattle everyone's brain. All right, so cheers, fellas.
Yes.
Not
You know
as
what,
much as
dude?
this
I
will,
need
probably.
to. I'm gonna join you guys with this, man. This is hilarious.
Oh, yeah, please
This
do.
is so inappropriate. And honestly, man, there's so many snobs in the absinthe community. So this is
Cheers.
kind of like a nice little fuck you to all the snobs.
Oh my god, dude, we love you, man.
Yeah,
this is
dude.
great.
You're one of
Cheers.
us. You really are.
I'm a human from Arizona.
Oh, this is great.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
It's been a while, actually.
Freaking lootly.
Yeah, often, like lately, I've been like trying not to get as tanked. So like, it sneaks up on you so fast because that's 140 proof. That's equivalent to 2 cocktails right there.
Yeah, and it's not strong. It like doesn't hit you.
Right.
Like even like a 90 proof like whiskey, sometimes you're like,
Bro.
you're like, damn, dude, this is scary almost.
Yeah, it is.
You could just guzzle it and then you're fucked.
I ask people, I'm like, have you ever had absinthe before? They're like, I think so, but I don't remember.
Yeah,
that's
I'm like,
exactly.
well, yeah, you probably did
That's
then.
the popular answer.
Yeah. So
And it gives you that warm.
They had that out.
yeah.
That warmth
It
starts
does.
coming through. And I love that.
It sneaks
feeling.
up on you. At first, it's kind of like, oh, okay, that's very like it's. So the first flavor profile you get is the anise seed, right? That's
Yeah,
like the
for
most
sure.
prominent flavor. It's balanced out by the fennel seed, and then the anethol that's in the anise seed, as well as star anise, which we use, will produce a little bit of like a mouth-numbing, tingling feel. Especially if you drink it a little bit stiffer than this. This is kind of watered down.
Okay.
Deliberately, you want to serve it generally watered down because you don't want to drink it 140 proof. That's like way too strong. For sure. But we do
We
have
need to
friends
get some
that
mason
do that.
jars.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You want to fucking party tonight, man?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we can make that happen.
So without giving away your secret,
yeah.
kind of go through the process of what you do to make this stuff. And like, is
Sure.
it your equipment at the place or is it that you're using?
That's a great question, man. Yeah, so we work with Adventurous Stills. We partner up with these guys. It's not our equipment; it's their equipment. We're operating basically under the auspices of their licensing.
You didn't bring the backyard rig to the.
Well, maybe we did. We did not. Well, no, but these guys are amazing. They're all engineers. They built all their own equipment by hand.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is fucking crazy.
If the craftsmanship is like good.
It is. It's great. Occasionally something will catch on fire.
Hey, man.
But you gotta break some eggs to make an omelet, right?
Sure.
Dude,
Yeah.
I like to burn shit down first. That's how you learn.
Hey man, there's a little bit of an anarchist in me too. I like to
Yeah.
burn shit down sometimes, man.
Yeah.
Got that anarchist cookbook sitting in my backpack somewhere.
Can't
Is there
really-
any medicinal properties to this?
Great question too. So anise seed, fennel seed, those are both. So you'll see a lot of like aperitifs and digestifs, which just means you drink it before food and you drink it after food to like aid in
digest
digestion.
it, okay.
Right. And so
Like
it
a Fernet or-
exactly. Yeah. So.
reminds me of that. Right?
Yeah, so
But
it
that's
is.
cool.
It's very botanical. So it has like that digestive element to it. So people who have like irritable bowels sometimes will do like anise seed, fennel seed concoctions. Wormwood, like I said, has anti-parasitic properties. And again, wormwood can cause severe hallucinations.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. But speaking of the medical side, again, I'm not offering medical advice.
Yeah, comedy
but
podcast.
yeah, comedy podcast. But yeah, boof this absinthe and you'll feel fucking great.
So my question is, are all those properties still in it after you've like distilled it down and everything?
I believe so. It's something about natural medicine, which I love natural medicine, and in fact, a lot of our medicine derives from natural. Like for instance, like what was it? The
Opioids.
opioids. There
Penicillin.
you go. Exactly.
Word of the day.
Yeah. Heroin.
Yeah.
Well, laudanum. I mean, I think a lot of the great art that we have today would not have existed without heroin, including like Eric Clapton fucking sucked after he stopped doing heroin.
Man.
I mean, that's just me. I like Cream a lot more than I like his solo shit. But
I
Killed
am.
his kid, too.
I dude. Oh, fuck, bro.
I got really dark real fast.
Shit,
didn't it?
Comedy podcast.
Taylor saying the darkest shit on this week's episode.
The absinthe. down, bro.
John Travolta technically kind of killed his kid.
No.
Yeah, because he's a Scientologist, and this kid had epilepsy, and they don't believe in giving medicine.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah,
That's
so he didn't
fucked.
give him
Wow.
the life-saving
Not
medicine.
helping him.
He probably just
cool.
Accessory.
Danny
he was
Zuko.
like, yeah,
cool,
Scientology.
Danny
You
Zuko.
shouldn't take this kid. In other words, like he didn't really like his kid to begin with.
He had autism, so I don't know what the.
Oh,
So we just like let him go?
That's heartbreaking, dude.
Sorry, on a less dark.
Jesus, man. This is starting to become a sob fest. So back to the medical properties. Yes, I'm pretty sure it still has medicinal properties. But like, for instance, when absinthe really became popular first, like I said, Dr. Pierre Ordinaire, he's the guy who created it. He actually created it not just to drink and get fucked up. He drank it as a cure-all for like multiple different ailments. Like a panacea, right?
Right.
And as with most panaceas, they don't really do what they're purported to do, right?
Okay, I don't know what panacea is.
A panacea is like
I said-
it's like a drug that's a cure-all.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
it's
I
just a
said
fancy word
yes.
for
I
that.
said yes, like as in ingredients. And
No,
I-
it's
and
fine.
And it hurt my heart because I was like, I'm lying.
It's fine, dude.
I don't
It's
wanna lie
fine.
to you.
It's fine.
Panacea.
I do tutor on the side if you want.
Dude, it's fucking over for me, dude.
That ship has sailed, bro.
I love that.
I'm an actor.
That's a glass half empty attitude. That's awesome.
I'm an actor now. My life's fucking over.
Really? You actually act?
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
Panacea.
He had his first commercial debut. We're real proud of him over here at the Dick and Booties podcast.
Yeah, we are.
Sweet. Well,
Yeah.
hey, man, congratulations to that. That's,
thank you.
When does it come out?
Salute.
that's cheers worthy.
August.
That's cheers worthy.
August, but only on the East Coast.
Yeah, but you'll be able to like.
Yeah,
see it on
I'll get
on
it.
the internet.
Yeah, I got to do a commercial with Rob Halford.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
No shit.
It was a fucking very bizarre experience.
Yeah.
No, I won't turn it to me because this is about you, baby boy.
No,
but yeah, it was a weird thing. He was having to lip sync this part like right next to me, like doing a full on thing while I'm doing like the most goofy dance.
Wow.
Yeah, so I spent the whole day with Rob, and he was fully.
You guys are like a first name basis now?
No, but he was a sweetie pie. He's, I wasn't expecting anything less. He is a gay
He was probably
British
hitting on
man.
you.
But he was a sweetie pie.
I think most British men are gay. So,
yeah, a little gay, born just a little gay.
like when I lived in London when I was doing clinicals for surgery and pediatrics, and like I swear to God, I would bump into somebody in the subway. I would bump into them, and they'd turn and be like, "Oh, sorry." It's like, bro, I fucking bumped into you. I should be apologizing to you. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
But
I'm not gonna.
I thought you were gonna say you bumped into him. They got a boner.
pretty sure that's probably why he said, "Oh, sorry."
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
You turned around and said, "You want a taster?" I learned this in Amsterdam.
I want a taster.
Oh my God.
So what's the process?
I
of
heard
brewing?
you make apps though.
Yeah. How do you brew this shit, bro?
Okay, so
Distill.
Yeah, we distill. So we get neutral grain spirits. We don't make our own neutral grain spirits because it's an unnecessary process. You can get it just as well produced already.
Okay.
Because that would be like going to make moonshine for the most part, or vodka.
Yeah.
It's just not necessary. Most distilleries don't do that. But we get the neutral grain spirits. We do a maceration of all the botanicals. Like I said, anise seed, fennel seed, grand wormwood. We also use star anise, and then we throw in a couple juniper berries in there just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
And then we let that sit there for about 24 hours, and then we distill it in the pot with all the botanicals in the pot, right?
Okay.
And that was like one of the most complicated things for us to wrap our heads around because we used to do it in a way that was so fucking messy that the cleanup was just like, dude, this is so not worth it. So I'm not gonna really talk about the details of how we resolved that.
Yeah.
So anyways, we distill that. And then when we finish distillation, we get a series of greening botanicals. So we basically throw in a bunch of tea bags and let that sit in there for 24 hours. We don't use any artificial ingredients, so no artificial colors, nothing.
And that's strictly for the color.
That is strictly for the colors. So we use hyssop and lemon balm for our premium. And then for our mid shelf, we also use spearmint for the coloring too. We'll get into the mid shelf in a little bit because that's like 80 proof. You can take shots of that shit
Yeah, buddy.
and get really fucking toasted.
Okay.
But that being said, like I said, we don't use any artificial colors. I'm not going to talk shit about our competitors that do, but I'm going to kind of talk shit about them.
Yeah. Because, you're trying to keep something real.
Dude.
You're trying to bring something back that was real.
Right. Exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like fake things just as much as the next guy. Especially out here in Scottsdale.
Yeah,
but
there's a lot of fake shit around here.
I'm not going to talk trash about it, You can appreciate.
It's not what you want to do.
It's just not really for me.
Sure.
And so, yeah, I also don't want to get cancer.
Oh, dude.
Red dye number 5, dude. Fuck that.
The yellow number 5.
It's all up in there. Yeah.
Dude, I ate so many fruit by the foots, dude. I'm toast.
I used to drink Mountain Dew.
Yeah, dude. Blah blast.
Oh,
Code
man.
red.
They did say Mountain Dew would make you impotent, though. That did not happen to me.
No. If anything, I was
Rock.
more ready to. I was rock.
Yeah, it's like that Mountain Dew kicked, dude. Anyways, yeah. So no artificial colors. Yeah, we like to keep it green, but natural.
So is that more expensive than to produce if you're using more natural shit?
Well, okay, so there's some, dude, honestly, like, I get really pissed off when I see really bad absinthe on the market. When somebody tells me they've had absinthe and they're like, I hated it, I'm thinking right away, what did you have?
Right.
Because there's some really nasty shit out there that's dirt cheap. So a lot of people are like novices, like, oh, I don't want to spend like $66 for absinthe minded. I'll get instead
The
blank.
19.
I'm not gonna say who. I'm not gonna say the name,
Right.
but it's like neon green. It's like $25. It's like a novice is gonna say, I'll try that to like get my toes wet.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh my God, this is fucking disgusting. And when I tried some of that shit, I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like I had bottles I had to throw away because it was undrinkable. And so it's putting a really bad name on a product that still has like a reputation of being dangerous, you know?
Right.
And not only dangerous, but then some people are drinking the disgusting stuff. So it's like now it's dangerous and disgusting. So like, you know.
Yeah, so it perpetuaes that fucking thought
Yeah,
process.
yeah, it fucking sucks. So I hate that when I see that thing, like when I see that sort of like thing in practice, right? So we like to stay true to the original formulation. We made some adjustments, and so many other brands out there that are popping up are doing like similar to what we're doing. They're like very OG, like true, like quality stuff, and I love that. You know,
Or do you guys get together? Like, do you guys have conventions, like absinthe conventions?
Okay, so there was like an event that was going to happen last year, but they canceled it because of the fucking pandemic. Yeah. So, which is weird though, because like absinthe, like if it's over 60%, then it's antiseptic. So I'm wondering why they canceled an absinthe event.
For real?
It's like, dude, you're basically drinking, you know.
Just fucking.
Dude, you found the cure for COVID.
There we go. That's the marketing.
We're not offering any medical advice, but there was a certain type of wormwood that demonstrated anti-COVID properties.
Is that for truths?
That's actually true. There was a research paper that was released sometime last year. I looked at it, but I was like, I don't even want to like go there.
Don't even go down
No,
there.
I didn't want to go there because I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't want to get sued.
Yeah.
Delta variant.
The D.
Right.
Yeah, it's all about the D now.
Dude, getting sued is fucking cool, though.
It's like one of those things that you have to have happen in your life, right? You gotta get divorced once. You gotta get
Yeah,
sued.
dude.
You gotta get hit by a car at least once.
Yeah.
Hit by a car at least once. Nice.
Have you been hit by a car?
No, last year I was hospitalized
You're
for
young
falling
still.
off a scooter, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I smashed my face up really good.
You heard?
That's significantly.
It was one of those
less
fucking.
cool.
So it was my business partner, son of a bitch. We like got drunk on Mill Avenue.
West Siders.
And the whole time, dude, he was like, we're going to take a scooter at some point tonight. And I'm like, no, we're not. And then we were leaving the last bar. And then we saw 3 scooters, and there was 3 of us. And he's like, dude, there they are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. And then the next thing I remember, I was waking up in a fucking ambulance, getting shuffled off to the hospital. I busted up my face real good. I didn't go out for like 2 months.
You're due to get hit by a
2
car
months.
Hey, man, you got to do that once in your life,
you
right?
gotta do-
You hear that, Alex?
then. Why you say that about Alex?
Alex is a scooter girl. I bought her electric scooter.
Oh,
first.
she's a scooter girl?
Yeah, she's.
Yeah, she's a
Wow.
scooter girl.
I like that. I like that. Oh, I get the reference.
Is that what song popped into your?
Sure did.
It popped in my head too, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. That was so long ago, man. Jeez.
Is that Avril Lavigne?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. She was so punk, dude. She was so punk.
So,
Dude,
did
I
you
love
play?
her.
You played punk music then?
Yeah, so Justin and I, we had several iterations of a similar lineup of punk rockers. And I played the guitar, Justin does drums, and first we started off as the Scallywags, then we turned into the Broken Chords, then we turned into like the Pistolettes or some shit, and then we turned into the Greenwater Gang, which we're repping now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's because we were the Greenwater Gang 15 years ago, and we're like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, I guess the Rio Verde.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh shit! And then it just
You
came.
imagine
Dude,
it.
full circle,
That's
man.
amazing.
Wow. We had some crazy band names growing up too.
Like
Yeah.
what?
Fister,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Misled. That wasn't that good.
Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
Dude,
Stuck
Fister.
mode.
Stuck mode.
Stuck mode was
Dude,
one.
Fister though. That
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah. Was it that who wanted us to be Fister? Was it fucking dun 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 dun? Dun?
Yeah,
What was his
Bill.
name?
Bill Manstus.
Bill. Yeah, that guy was
Double
fucking-
Fister.
that was
You guys
good.
need to have a reunion.
Oh man.
Fister.
Yeah, we could. Fuck, dude. So we got to start from the beginning a little bit.
Okay.
We did the absinthe thing. We
You
can
want to talk about
more-
Jenny?
Well, no.
How I met Jenny. No.
No, I want to talk about your life. I
Yeah.
want to talk about you.
Oh, you don't want to go there.
So where
There's
That's
a reason I'm an alcoholic.
Exactly where we want to
well,
go.
we don't need to go, into those things. But where were you born? Where were you raised?
Oh, I was born in California.
You were, dude?
Yeah.
What part?
East Bay, San Leandro. My parents left. I was so pissed off. I was like, why the fuck did you move to Arizona of all places? Even back then, it was like, they're like, it was too expensive.
Oh my.
And now it's like, not only is it too expensive, but there's like heroin needles and feces like all over the
sucks.
place.
Yeah, dude.
It's sad, dude.
dude.
Fucking.
So when did you move?
Yeah.
What age?
Well, my dad was an engineer, and so we lived in Saudi Arabia for a little bit, and then we moved to Arizona when I was 3. So I don't really remember Saudi.
Oh my god, dude. You were in Saudi.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy.
Oh yeah, where you can't do this. As a matter of fact, dude, this is hilarious. My dad, so I'm like carrying on the legacy of my parents.
Good.
Because alcohol is illegal in Saudi Arabia. My dad and my mom would make alcohol at their house, and they were friends with like the local chief of police. And they would give the chief of police homemade wine.
Nice. The chief of police ran defense for him. Like,
Oh, yeah.
They got the Sharia law over there.
Nice.
Yeah, they got the Sharias.
Oh my god.
So I'm sort of carrying on their
wild.
legacy.
That's
But
lovely though.
yeah, I grew up out here though, which I used to think was unfortunate. But I like it now, man. I like Phoenix. It's gotten a lot better.
It's really nothing like it was when we grew up. I mean, it is absolutely blossomed. At one point, it was the fastest growing city in the country.
Oh, it was. Maricopa County, yeah.
Yeah, and so, I mean, everything exploded. I mean, I even remember where, like, if you went past, I think, like, Cactus, there it was just, like, dirt roads and shit.
Oh,
you know what I
geez.
mean? It wasn't even, it was
You
not-
remember that?
A little bit, yeah.
Damn, bro.
Maybe it was further north.
You're not even that old.
No, but I mean that's how much it exploded since we've been alive basically,
Yeah.
and it's a fucking great place to live. It has everything you could ever want.
Yep.
It's got the hottest chicks in the fucking world.
I agree. I found one, which is awesome.
I found one too.
Cheers to that, dude.
Yeah,
Honestly, man, cherchez la femme, which means,
Hot chicks.
hot chicks.
Put it in her butt.
yeah, hot chicks. Put it in her butt.
That's not what I said. I'm not gonna not say that.
Yeah. Are you married?
Engaged.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
congratulations.
We've been engaged
That's
now for like basically ever.
Okay, cool.
Someone tonight was like, "When are you guys getting married?" It's like, don't ask us that.
Yeah,
One of these days, all right?
bro. Is that pillow talk at night for you? Big trouble times.
No, it's actually not bad.
big
We're
trouble.
both slackers. So,
Hey, if you're on the same page, fucking.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter, dude.
It's all good.
The
Yeah.
fucking thing, dude. Being married has fucked me. I am married,
good.
but no longer together. Have been separated for quite a while, and I
Whoa.
have a girlfriend, and she's not.
Wait, are you still married?
On
Yes,
on
dude.
paper, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, once you get that piece of paper, it's a big pain in the ass,
Bro.
but I can't really talk about it too much. But I am going to narrate a novel. And in payment, this person's going to help me with my divorce.
Nice, dude.
So
It sounds to me like you need a little bit more booze, honestly.
yeah. Yeah,
Like I said, people drink during the best of times and the worst of times.
it's
You're engaged? Congratulations. Marriage fucked me.
Might be
I know, dude. Thanks for the encouragement, bro.
You're going to be engaged for another 5 years.
no, but I love the fact that you've been engaged, and like the piece of paper is fucking irrelevant, truly irrelevant. And then if it doesn't work out, I'm not saying it's gonna work out for you, but if it doesn't work out, it's like then
catch that?
then it's a.
I think I did. What was that again?
I said I'm not saying it's gonna work out for you, but it now.
It's the absinthe talking.
It's the it's the it's the loogie that binds us.
The mucus.
Oh, the
You're
mucus.
such-
Fuck.
He's a romantic, man.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Well, she sucks, dude.
Hey, man, most of them do. And that's why we
Yeah.
like them.
Yeah. Well, this new one I got really.
that was supposed to be a double entendre.
No, I got it.
Okay,
no, I
good.
got it, dude. You talking about sucking fat cocks?
Yeah.
If you got a fat one, which I don't. Mine's like mine's like a spaghetti noodle. It's long.
Hey,
I
man.
got a thin dick.
It's all a matter of perspective, really.
So you grew up in Fountain Hills?
Yeah, isn't that fucking weird?
That is a strange
it's a
town
fucking-
to be from.
It's not
Yeah.
like Tempe Light. It's different.
It's dude, Fountain Hills hits way different.
Yeah.
It's a strange town, man. All my friends, like my first punk band. I hope they're not listening to this, but I'm gonna talk shit about them. I still
they
love
are.
those guys, but I had to step away because I was the only one in the band that didn't get hooked on meth.
Oh, buddy.
So I was like, oh fuck this, dude.
You gotta-
I can't do this, guys.
Who can blame you?
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. I'm cool with all drugs, but I draw the line on heroin and meth.
Yeah.
Everything else, I'm like,
should.
fuck yeah, dude. I'm fair game.
You should. You
Unless it's
definitely.
Adderall.
I think that's a good stopping point.
Dude, it's funny. My friends who are ADD, they give me an Adderall. I'm like, it doesn't do shit for me.
You might have hyperattention
I-
deficit disorder.
That's honestly, dude. That's
Dead
probably
giveaway that you got
Yeah,
ADD, but
Like, it actually
Fuck,
makes me
that's
feel-
probably the case, dude. I didn't think about it that way. I just thought that this drug was shit.
Got the tism.
no, it's actually doing what it's supposed to do.
Oh no.
Yeah, Adderall has kicked a few of my friends' asses.
Oh man.
Yeah, so we know it works.
Yeah.
I chewed through a couple of pens in high school.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember someone was like, "You have a whole bunch of shit on your mouth," and I was like, "Oh!" And I had chewed through the pen, through the ink cartridge.
Didn't even
my
know it.
Because I was just like, learning about fucking biology or whatever.
Dude,
HPA.
That's wild, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. That
Jeez.
shit was.
Yeah, dude. When I do drugs, bro, I do fucking do drugs.
You do drugs.
I don't fuck around
Yeah.
even a little bit, bro.
Yeah.
What's the dose?
Yeah.
All right.
Give me 2.
Give me 10 of them.
Love it, dude.
Can I overdose? Actually, what's the dose? Overdose? Let's go. That's me.
You got that dragon blood fucking, what's
Yeah,
his
yeah.
name?
Who?
Tiger's blood. Fucking
Tiger's
Sheen.
blood.
Sheen.
Yeah,
Oh,
Charlie
Charlie
Sheen.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll do more drugs. I'll do drugs. I will kill like most normal people. It's like, what? That's awesome.
interview of all
That's the
time.
best flex ever.
Yeah.
And apparently he was sober during that interview, which I don't know if I
He
believe.
was on
What can you
AIDS.
believe with that guy? Yeah. Yeah. He probably takes so much of his AIDS medication.
Yeah, that
He's got AIDS.
got prep.
Three bases.
Free bases.
It's fucking. Dude, that's fucking hilarious.
So,
Do you think there's like people out there that do that? 'Cause
Free base of
I
AIDS medicine?
hope so.
you got to.
Dude,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
but
gotta
proof
make
of
it fun
prep-
somehow, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's going in.
What would I do if I smoked these pills?
Yeah.
It would be.
I felt like such a dunce the other night because I have a hard time sometimes falling asleep. So I was like, I've been popping Benadryls, and I was like, what if I snort this? And I looked it up, I Googled it, and they're like, why the fuck would you do that? Like every
That was
single
what Google said?
response was like, just fucking
Google said, why the fuck would you do that?
basically, dude. It's like, chew it, I guess, but don't
Yeah.
fuck snort it. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Google. Don't fucking tell me
So,
no.
so I fucking
I want
snorted
to get it
Yeah.
faster. Like,
So you snorted it. So I snorted it.
and then I booped it.
Yeah, dude, I snort vitamins, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot of
That's
powder.
hilarious, man.
My vitamins are this big. I snort. Actually, I take manly.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, so
Supposits.
I do want to get you guys tipsy.
Yeah, we're
I'm
gonna
have
do-
to, I'm gonna have to taper back a little bit because
I gotta taper back
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit too.
No,
but-
you don't.
Dude, I won't.
Fucking
3 a.m. comes soon.
I live here.
Well, yeah, you live here.
I'm
so
fine.
You got a very short walk.
Yeah. It's the best.
But I want you to try a little bit of this.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are you done with those?
Yeah, we did.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, I did.
Give me a little.
Oh, you
take
did
a little,
done it?
take a little
Yeah.
smidgy.
I done did it.
So this is our 80 proof. Just give you a little smidgy.
Oh, I see. This one's just going straight
So
down.
this
to-
is just you just
Raw dog
fucking
it.
you raw dog this shit,
Dude, I
And
got 3
It's gonna
kids.
hit a little harder because it is 80 proof and it's not watered down.
Dude, let's hit it. I
didn't
already
Did you
told
say
I
it looks
don't
like
wanna
pee?
slam it.
That's
I
awesome.
pee after I drink coffee.
Are you done with that one?
I'm not, and I have an amount that I don't want to slam.
Dude, I'm into it.
Okay, I'm gonna
I'm into it. too.
participate in this with you.
Yeah,
guys.
it's fucking delicious.
Okay, so this is a little bit different, right?
It is a little different. That does hit. That hits.
Yeah, it definitely hits a little bit more.
It's because you didn't run it through the water and the sugar.
Wait, hold on.
So you drink that straight.
Hold on. There's a note.
There's different notes. Let me see if you can guess it. If
Okay,
you can
hold
guess it, I'll give you another shot.
Spearmint?
Yeah, you've heard that from earlier.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I,
he's-
I definitely taste the gum spearmint taste.
Yeah, I'm
5
Okay,
extra.
there's a couple other ones too. So we added some extra botanicals. So
Chamomile.
chamomile.
Is that when
how'd you know? That's
Because
fucking.
I'm fucking genius, bro.
Is he right?
He's right.
Really?
Dude,
Yeah.
you are in.
Chamomile.
That's right. Chamomile. It's funny because I hate chamomile tea. I just think it's so lame. It's like the lame.
Yeah.
Like to me, it's like the most. It's so bland.
Yeah.
Bitch tea.
It's some bitch tea,
Yeah.
dude.
You want some shit to make you.
Right?
Yeah, get some
I want some
flavor.
fucking cayenne in there. I want some. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Cam used to do Tai Chi after he had chai tea.
Yeah.
Don't know if you
Ever done that
That's a tongue. That's
simultaneously?
a tongue twister right there.
Fucks you.
And that's
up.
actually that's true. Cam, I was like, Cam, what are you doing right now? He's like, dude, I'm doing Tai Chi. I just had a chai tea.
But I was whispering. I was like, I'm doing Tai Chi. I'm drinking chai tea. What can I do for you?
Like, I'm just gonna leave you alone.
You got Joe Biden over here.
I was standing behind him, blowing in his ear.
Oh God.
What does he say in that? I forget. What is Joe Biden talking about?
He's like, I'm passing out the checks.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
helping out the family. And he's like, I wrote the bill.
oh yeah, and then he's like, it's a little secret. Pay them more. I was like, oh,
Hey, Jimmy, want to come over to my house later?
he's a dark lord.
Was that the same speech or address? Or
I think it was
whatever,
different
when he
speeches,
started,
dude.
When he started yelling after that, is that the same one where he started like?
No,
yelling?
I didn't see that
It's a
one.
different one.
No, it
Yeah,
sounds.
he started yelling.
It
a
almost
lot.
sounds like to me he's like going into what's it called, like sundowning effect. You know?
Oh yeah, he's definitely got the sundowners.
Sundowning. Yeah, it's sad, man. I feel every time I see him, I'm like, that breaks my heart.
Yeah.
It's like watching a man just
Such a
like
struggle.
It's just watching a man just fall apart before your eyes.
Yeah,
you know?
like Indiana Jones, and he drinks out of the wrong fucking urn, and he melts.
Oh, dude.
Or I was thinking of fucking the same guy but different movie. No, yeah, same guy, different movie. In fucking the Star Wars, the new one. What was the one? No, it wasn't Han Solo. That guy, Han Solo died in the most like stupid way.
What?
But then like Luke Skywalker, like yeah, spoiler, right? But then like Luke Skywalker, like when he's just like, dude, you're a washed up deadbeat dad. You know, it's just like, what a sad way to like end a legacy.
Yeah.
But anyways, I digress.
Okay. That's okay, dude.
I digress. So yeah, so chamomile, spearmint, coriander. Coriander, yeah, so
Brother,
coriander,
man.
which is fucking coriander's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's delicious.
Yeah, it's very delicious.
Who the fuck? There's a chef who always says cilantro, coriander. He says both every time.
Like slash.
because they're the same. It's the same thing. So
It's
he goes,
it's
"Cilantro."
sort of the same thing.
They're not the same thing.
It's one's the seed and one's the plant, right?
No, well, in I believe in Mexico they actually call it cilantro.
Yeah.
Fucking, I'm not sure.
Yeah, so the seed,
coriander.
There's
the
coriander
seed is
seed-
coriander,
Right, okay.
Then cilantro is the actual plant, right?
Okay.
It's the herb.
Okay.
And some people, I think it's like 33% of the population. Yeah, that tastes like fucking soap.
And I love it.
You love soap. Is that why you have a potty mouth? You're like, your parents are like washing your mouth out with soap. You like got super into coriander.
They would just jam fucking cilantro in his mouth.
That's funny, man.
Dude. So what the fuck made you... Okay, music obviously came first in your life. And
Yeah.
it's been the thing that you've done. It's been the through line.
I wasn't like much of an athlete, so I had to have one way I could get chicks. So
Yeah.
like,
That's the
yeah.
best. Dude, that's the best way.
I wasn't gonna get chicks throwing a fucking like pigskin because
Yeah.
it wasn't happening.
Dude, a pork rind.
Yeah, I don't think they call them pigskins, so.
Yeah, that's exactly
So,
my
yeah,
point.
if you were
my
saying
point
that,
exactly.
yeah.
My point exactly.
Throwing the old pigskin, eh?
Dude. Right. So,
fellas,
yeah.
So you found music, and
Yeah.
then the pussy started flying.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Dude, I love that story.
And I got heartbroken a few times and became a raging alcoholic and decided to start a liquor brand.
Dude, well, you skipped some things in
you
there.
fit in there's a couple of little things. in
Yeah,
there, but-
you're fucking...
It's a summary.
Dude, your website is dope.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah,
Cool,
so
man.
how did you pay somebody to
No,
do
no.
Did you make that
no,
thing?
Yeah. So so Justin and I are musicians. I'm also an artist. So I did all I don't know if your camera can see this, but just look on our website. Yeah, but I did all the artwork. Actually, it's funny too. My fiance, when we were first coming up with the logo, I like wanted to do a brain for like Minded, Absinthe.
Yeah,
I was like,
right.
what the fuck is the brain gonna be doing? She's like, oh, turn it into like a Victorian like floating balloon.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Damn, dude, that was such a good idea.
You were like,
so that's for her. Scarlett is the one that came up with that idea.
Scarlett.
Yeah, and
Shout out.
We're
Shout
kind
out to our sponsor, Squarespace, for promoting this ad.
There
you go.
You can make your website on Squarespace.
or meundies.com.
So if you guys
Actually, we
get
don't use
married-
Squarespace. We use Wix. So fuck Squarespace.
Dude, I'm more of a Blue Chew guy anyways. That's who I really hope our first
Nice,
sponsor is, dude. We can get a little Blue Chew?
Brought to you by the Freemasons,
Dude.
Okay,
from which we stole their logo.
No shit.
I'm wearing the pin.
pin,
We just got
yeah.
these pins, and I always have people like looking at the pin, like trying to like scope me out, like size me up. Like, what is he?
this guy's official as fuck.
Is this guy like a Freemason?
what's this guy?
Is he doing like child sacrifices and rituals in the back? I don't know. Are you guys Freemasons?
Nah.
I'm not.
No.
My grandfather was.
Yeah, mine too. Actually, yeah. I lived in New York for a bit, and I was part of the Explorers Club, which has a lot of Freemasons in it.
Yeah.
And then I would always have these guys that were like really hardcore, like probably in the CIA type of guys, and they'd be like, look at me with that little squint in their eye, like, "Are you a brother?" And I'm like, what? They're like, are you in the Masons? I'm like, no.
No, dude.
I'm not yet.
I think they were just a bit English.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, I know a guy named Dan Mason.
Oh, my God.
But
That is actually really funny.
yeah, well, thank you. So you get in puss. Because you're shredding nar-nars, and then so when did you start painting? Early?
Oh,
Drawing, painting?
I was trying to like get in touch with my feminine side. I'm just kidding.
That's
yeah.
okay.
I started doing art. Dude, I was a fucking weird kid, man. I used to play with like clay and like Play-Doh and shit, and like make little things, and then like draw a lot. And then I actually went to my parents' house recently, and my mom, she saves all this stupid shit that I did when I was a kid, and I have like stacks of like digital art that I did of like Ferraris, because I was like obsessed when I was like 4 or 5 years, like fourth, fifth
I
grade.
think that's a common go-to. Cars, like drawing cars
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, totally.
Like,
and naked girls too, which is hilarious because
And
my mom found naked girl pictures.
Nice.
And I was like in trouble, which is weird.
Dude,
like
on.
I feel like if your kid was doing that, that would be. It's like, good job.
It's pretty.
That's actually pretty anatomically correct.
So you were doing it. What do you mean digitally? Like on your computer?
Oh yeah, so I would do digital art, but I would also do like freehand art too. Like I was doing paint, but like I would use Paint. You know that shitty Paint
Yes.
program? I actually did good art on Paint.
Okay.
Which
Skills,
is
yeah.
which is like Paint sucks. It's like the worst program to do any art on. And I was like looking at that shit, I was like, wow, that's actually pretty fucking good for a fourth grader.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So now I use Photoshop, and Illustrator and all the
So
adult programs.
So is all that artwork that's on your website? That's all digital art?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, I guess that's why it moves and you can add animation.
Are you
and stuff
talking
to it.
about Ordovich, or are you talking about Absinthe Minded?
Ordovich?
Oh, the Ordovich.com. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's a little bit different. That was all done mostly by hand and colored digitally.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't color anything now. Like, if I get a studio someday, I'll do like actual acrylic and oil painting. But like, I fuck up a lot. So digital
Great.
art, it's like, oh, that really sucked. I can like erase it and not have to like.
But oil, you can smear it.
You
Turn it
can,
into
but
something else.
it's also really messy. It takes like a lot of room.
Yeah.
And I feel like you have to be loaded all the time when you do oil painting. You have to be on something.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
that's all we want is your opinion.
no, you don't. Trust me. I'll lead you astray.
Yeah, so I'm specifically talking about your website because it's done really cool in a cool way where
Oh, thanks,
like
man.
all the links. I don't know how to
Yeah,
explain. Like
they're
opens doors to like the next realm.
Right. Yeah, I wanted it to be kind of like a weird, like trippy, interactive website.
Nailed it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I want to update it a little bit because I want to do some new things to it. I haven't touched it in a long time. But I had a professor, one of my supervisors in med school, and I scheduled a meeting with him. I walked into his office and he's like, "So, you're a really interesting guy. I looked at your website."
Dude,
Thanks.
And I'm like, yeah.
I got problems.
It got so fucking awkward because he was a psychology professor.
Oh, so he was
and
like,
so
I'm
he
gonna
was just like
piece
probably
this
going,
guy up. Yeah.
it's like, this guy's fucking nuts and I'm going to
Trying to-
psychoanalyze him. Like,
Like, don't read me, sir.
he was totally trying to do so. And
my.
he had the upper hand.
Yeah, well,
Definitely had the upper hand in that situation.
fucking of course.
So that meeting didn't really go very far.
Who hurt you?
What?
Who hurt you?
Life. The world hurt me.
So where'd you go to college?
ASU.
So you
I did my undergrad there.
so you did undergrad there, and then where do you go to doctor schools?
I went to Ross University. That's where I met Jenny.
Yeah.
Jenny was actually in my class, and she was like, so everyone gets to the island. Everyone's like, "What the fuck is this?" Because we were on a tropical island.
Yeah,
It was
it's like the Bahamas, right? Or-
yeah, well, sort of. It's like, so Dominica is very it's very like underdeveloped, right? So they declared independence from Britain back in like the 1970s, and since then they got stuck in the 1970s.
Yeah.
So there's not much going on there except for like making rum, like fishing, like amazing fresh seafood, and a little bit of agriculture, right? So in terms of like industry, there's really not that much. So you get there, and Portsmouth, which is where the main campus used to be, not anymore, because since the hurricane a couple of years ago, they moved the entire campus to Barbados, which Barbados is like one of my favorite islands, and I kind of wish I would be there now because
Rihanna, baby.
Yeah, I
she's
wasn't gonna
from?
go there, but
Is that where she's from?
Yeah.
she is.
Oh, dang, dude.
She is.
They craft nice asses there.
They craft ass.
Oh my god, dude.
So you got your doctorate in over there.
Yeah, and I went to, well, it's first couple of years there, and then you do your clinicals everywhere. So I lived in New York, I was in DC, I was in London for a bit, and got into a lot of trouble.
I feel like you would do so good in New York.
Dude, that was the last city I was in. I wanted to stay there, and then I was going through a terrible breakup, and so my life just went like from here to like here really rapidly.
Yeah.
And then during that, I also was coming to the realization that was way too fucking expensive.
Yeah. Oh, in New York.
And I was like in Bed-Stuy, which is like Brooklyn. It's cool and hip, but it's not worth that much.
Right.
It's like, come on, guys. It's a little bit overpriced, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of fucking hipsters, or like they move there and they just all of a sudden like they jack up the rent because of fucking hipsters like me.
Yeah. How old are you?
I 35.
You're 35?
I'm turning 36 this year.
Nice, me too.
Really?
I'll be 36 in August.
Dude, cheers to that,
Cheers, mate.
man.
Cheers,
it fucking
guys.
sucks, doesn't it? How old are you?
37.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
What does
just
that feel?
turned 37.
What does
Yeah, what
that
the
feel
fuck?
like?
Yeah, what's
Like
that?
36.
Like 36.
Yeah.
Not
I mean,
true.
I feel like
46.
yeah, like
So I hear.
I literally, I don't get it. Yeah.
Well-
it's just a number.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad said he feels the exact same in his brain as he did when he was like 21 as he does
I'm
now.
not surprised, dude.
And I was like, dang.
Yeah,
dude.
I still feel like I'm a 14-year-old boy. I'm like just as immature.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't really have my life together, which, it's a matter of perspective.
Yeah. I would say so.
Yeah.
I'd say you got things going pretty good.
Yeah, things are all right.
Do you practice?
No, I'm not in practice right now. So I'm actually back in school.
Okay.
So I can get my, I didn't want to be dishing out drugs as much as I like drugs.
Yeah.
I feel like medicine, it's good, but it has its problems. And I don't think it would have been like a good pursuit on the long term for me. So I'm actually going to psychotherapy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
really?
yeah. So
So you should hit
Dealing-
up. You should call that fucking guy back and say, "Listen, let's talk."
yeah.
See, I need a mentor.
Hey, Sid-
I
Sigmund,
need to.
let's do
I
this.
need to analyze you now.
Yeah, that's what you should say. Sit him down with a glass of absinthe.
Most honestly, though, I mean, I'm batshit crazy, and most people in like psychiatry and psychotherapy are fucking nuts. So it's like I like a lot of the people that I like, a lot of my colleagues, but I don't like the ones that are too uptight because it's like you're in this field for a reason. Because at some point something fucked up in your life, and now you're trying to pretend that it's not. And they like want to take the high road and just be like, oh, I'm the expert and I'm the medical professional and you're the patient and I'm going to treat you. And I have no problems in my life. And you're the ones that have the problems. I've met a lot of
You
people.
see a lot of that?
I do. I've seen a
Wow.
lot of that, dude. I've seen so much of that. And it sucks because it's like, be real.
That's
if you're
not the right reason.
no, it's not. And it's like be real. If you're in psychotherapy or if you're in psychiatry or any sort of like behavioral health profession, you're doing it because you love that patient population, which is like generally very interesting because they're nuts, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be totally PC, and sometimes I drop the cray cray. You're not supposed to say crazy,
I know.
but I'm crazy. I think we're all a little crazy.
Oh, dude.
I think the crazier the better.
You have
But-
no idea, dude.
Yeah, dude. I'm getting a little bit of the vibe. I have like a smidge of an idea.
I'm keeping a lot close to the chest.
Yeah, your deck's right there.
Yeah. I love it.
Your gaydar tingling.
What the fuck, dude?
Hey, that came out of left field.
Dude, I'm fucking like
That is not PC, okay?
25% gay, dude.
That wouldn't ping a radar.
That's not very gay.
You gotta be at least 33 repeating. Right?
fucking
Am I right?
hilarious.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Right.
My girlfriend's hot as
Right.
fuck, dude. My girlfriend's got great tits, bro.
I like pussy.
I'm Al Pacino. I love the pussy. Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Well, I'm allergic to penises, so
Yeah,
it's
dude.
bad enough to have to deal with my own.
Oh, dude. Let me see.
Anyways.
Do you have? Never mind. Go ahead. So
I didn't know we were gonna go there.
let me see your penis.
I mean, you gotta. You gotta get me a little more liquored up than that, there, Bucko.
All right, well, let me
We're not filming it. Let me see your penis now. And great dick on you, buddy. So you're gonna go back for that?
I'm already back. I'm actually at Grand Canyon University right now.
Oh yeah, that's actually a lovely campus over there.
Yeah,
they did a pretty good job over
there. They do, yeah. I like it, man. And I have a therapist. He inspired me. He was like, "What kind of license do you have?" Oh, that's cool. And then, like a couple of months later, I was like, "Hey, by the way, man, I'm doing the same thing you're doing. So you just wait. You're gonna get some competition."
Yeah, dude. You know what? Okay, so here's the interesting thing. So I worked in mental health for a little bit. I was like I was a peer support specialist because I'm a drug addict, or recovering.
That's a 12-step thing, right? Where it's like you're always a drug addict or you're always an alcoholic.
Yeah. So I'm.
Or you're always gay.
Yeah, you're always gay.
Yeah,
that's what they say. No, but so I went in as like a peer support specialist, and you get certified in all these things. Like the longer that you're there,
that's cool, man.
You're dealing with. We dealt with mainly the SMI population. So it was SMI.
I honestly don't know what that means.
So serious mental illness.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so there's just like the regular mental illness, and then there's SMI. So when you get when you're diagnosed,
so you're talking like acute care, like just attempted suicide or something.
There's a lot of
floridly psychotic. I love that. I love those terms. Floridly psychotic.
The thing about the SMI population is they're generally viewed as they have a harder time. Like assimilating into society, so it's harder for them to get jobs. It's harder for them to like keep an apartment because oftentimes they don't keep it clean and like a cockroach infestation, and then they get kicked out. So
God, that sounds like my house.
Yeah, you got a cockroach?
I used to in Dominica. Yeah,
dude. And then what kind? The little ones? The little browns?
The big fucking fatties, man.
Oh, the big fatty?
Oh God! And then one day I was sleeping in my bed in the middle of the night, and I wake up with a right there next to my balls.
Dude.
Nice.
And I'm like, what the fuck? At least ask for consent first.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway, sorry, I digress.
You had a cockroach on your cock?
Dude. Oh, wow.
That's some alliteration right there. We got a fucking poet.
Dude, okay. Yeah.
Edgar Allan Poe over here.
Yeah,
well, in Los Angeles, the infestation was crazy with these brown... They're these little brown ones.
Silverbacks.
And we called them silverbacks. And they...
very exotic.
We would not...
They had the upper hand.
We did not... They're supposed to... The building bombs all the rooms regularly. They put a little note on your door like, please don't be here between this time. When they come is when we are sleeping at that point.
What the fuck?
It's 11 a.m., so we're sleeping.
That's asinine.
We'd say, no, we don't want the service.
So all of them
they're
would
like,
come to our room.
They're like, you don't want the service? And we're like, dude.
We really just don't want you to come into our apartment at all.
In other words, who's the real pest?
Okay. Well, I'll tell you this. We would turn on the lights in our apartment.
Yeah.
And it would be scattering.
Jesus.
And it was just reg. It was
That's
just
awful.
It was a regular day.
Yeah. Open the door. What up, guys?
So basically, you're saying you were one of the SMI patients.
Yes. So
Okay.
I guarantee I could get that diagnosis.
Yeah,
bro.
nice,
I bet
dude.
you I could pull
Nice.
it. See, the thing about SMI though, dude, is they get a lot of benefits. So you can get Social Security.
Like friends with benefits.
They fuck each other, dude.
Well, yeah.
At my work,
of course they do.
I swear to God, bro. At my work, it smelled like stinky pussy.
Oh,
You
just
would
snail trail.
You
all
would go
over that
into
bitch.
you would go into like the room where they would all congregate, and it would just be like it would hit you a thick waft
my
of stinky.
Like you knew they were just in there, just fucking.
Dude.
Or they just thought they're not taking care of their pussies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm sure it was dick ball smells too, dude. It was fucking insane.
There's stuff happening, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they're on so many antipsychotics and so many like psychotropic drugs that definitely probably makes you want to fuck.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. Oh, they're fucking.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Because they got no one else.
I mean, when I'm on drugs, I'm a whole different animal.
You like to fuck on drugs, bro?
I mean, I don't really want to go deep into my own like personal problems, but
go deep, dude.
I'm not gonna lie about it. Go deep. That was probably a poor word choice, wasn't it? I don't want to go too deep.
I like to just dip a little.
It's like I like to
just the tip.
I'm a very superficial person, you know.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
you're
I'm
not.
very, very. It's like the very tip of the iceberg, you know, just the tip.
Just the tip.
Yeah.
Dude, I like to stick my whole dick in there, just so you know.
Anyways, back to this whole back to what kind of drugs were you on, by the way? I want to know because I love hearing about it.
Oh no, I was a heroin addict.
Really? No shit.
Yeah.
So was this before fentanyl?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
That's
So fentanyl hadn't really made its leap to the
Good.
market yet.
Good. I'm glad to hear that, man.
Yeah, I know. I kind of lucked out. I do believe it was sort of trickling in towards the end.
Yeah.
But I started on pills, man.
Were you like OCs?
Dude, OC 30s, bro.
OCs.
And those
Yeah.
fucking things were expensive. And really what ended up happening was I somehow tapered myself off of the pills. I don't know how. Still to this day, I don't know how I was able to accomplish it. Because I was
Slowly though, right?
very slow. And
Well, that makes sense. I mean, the problem with withdrawal symptoms is that when it's like a sudden abrupt ending of the substance,
your body
right?
just goes, where
Yeah.
the fuck's that thing?
Yeah, it's like then all of a sudden you're shitting yourself and you're fucking like,
It's
runny
just the
nose, flu-like symptoms, all that jazz.
It's the absolute worst. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the absolute worst. And then, so I started drinking really heavily, like right after I got off the pills.
Right.
And there was this weird moment where I was like, you know what I never did? This is really cool thought that I had. I go, you know what I never did was heroin. And like, why didn't I try heroin? You know?
What made you think that?
Oh, because
Google, should I try heroin?
yes.
Google said, yeah, it was a good idea.
Fuck, dude.
I don't know, dude. Just how, if you could ever figure out how thoughts are made, dude, we'll be billionaires. Share it with
He's
me.
working on it.
Yeah, so
Right.
you are, dude. Right
Well,
here in
yeah.
the cup.
This is how thoughts are made. This is actually how love is made right here.
dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I tried it and I adored it.
Yeah, that's
And
a common.
then-
That's a very common theme.
I go, wow, this is so much cheaper, man. You can just shoot it right into your arm.
Isn't that surprising
Yeah.
that like the shittier the drug, the cheaper it tends to be? Like
I-
Coke is so fucking expensive.
Yeah,
Then-
that's fentanyl in it now.
Well, it depends where you get it.
Oh my
Yes,
God,
people
dude.
are dying from getting fentanyl.
Did I just say the cheaper the drug, the shittier it is? I take that back because a tab of acid is like maybe $8 if you get like,
Yeah,
so
$5-8.
yeah, if you
Here's
get like
the
a
thing,
sleeve.
though, dude. If you're a cocaine addict and you do a little and you get the fentanyl buzz, I'd be like, this isn't what I want.
No, I
they're
never
doing
understood that.
One thing, they're doing one line of it and dying.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, so they don't even get the opportunity to be like, oh, I don't like.
Opportunity,
Yeah, so there's a couple of theories out there. At least theories. They say a couple theories out there.
Yeah.
These are my personal theories
Yeah.
about the fentanyl and the coke. I think
You're putting
it's
them out
either
there.
one of two things.
Okay.
It's the cartels being sloppy. They're like cross contaminating by accident, or it's dumbass drug dealers are like, oh, you know what? I want repeat customers. I'm going to get these guys extra hooked on this shit, and then they're like inadvertently killing their clients. Because that's the dumbest business practice. Like,
No,
you
it's
don't
not.
want to kill your client
No.
with something as like potent as and dangerous as fentanyl.
You want to kill 1 or 2 a year.
Right.
Because what happens is when somebody ODs, now they go, where did that guy get that? And then everyone flocks to that.
That's
drug dealer
true.
'cause
There's
they get
actually, I heard there's an app for that exact thing. Which
Is there?
There is. There is. It's fucked up. A lot of hardcore fentanyl addicts will look up where the most dangerous shit is, and that's where they'll fucking go to get their shit because they
Wow.
know that's fentanyl. They're like, we want the strongest shit out there. But here's my last theory. It's the fucking FDA who's trying to
now
say, fuck all of you. Here's some fentanyl.
kill you all.
Which, I mean, I'm not a big fan of the feds personally.
Yeah.
No offense if any of you guys are secret spooks or anything, but not
No.
not down with
I
it,
don't
man.
think you're allowed to use that word anymore.
Yeah.
Spooks?
Spooks? Why? Is that racist?
Is that a
Is
derogatory?
it right?
Is that a derogatory?
Some Fed barges in. It's like that was racist.
He's like, we've been tapping your whole conversation.
Probably are,
Call
dude.
me spooks.
You got friggin' like Bezos and frickin' what's his face, the Zuck, like listening out of my butt right now.
Oh, yeah, they
through
are.
my friggin'
Fucking
iPhone.
running
Bezos is
shit.
he up in the sky right now? Is he in space?
No, that's fucking
Branson.
Elon. Oh, I thought Elon Musk. No, Branson. You're right,
Yeah.
Richard Branson.
But
yeah.
is he not going?
He's working on it, I think.
Bryan Cranston's going up there. Who's Richard Branson?
The Virgin Records, Virgin Airlines.
That's right. My brother-in-law
Yeah.
Artyom told me about this guy.
Yeah, I think he also was like, I think he had a huge hand in getting like the Sex Pistols.
Yes, he was. Yeah, he
I
was.
think he was like into like the original like punk scene.
And that's how I mean.
Record
then he-
stores and shit like that, which is fucking cool. Honestly,
dude.
anybody who was responsible for getting punk into like becoming a thing deserves to be a billionaire because like that's what's in my blood is just punk rock.
So, what are your favorite
Yeah.
bands?
Hands down, favorite band, probably Buzzcocks. I love The Damned. I love 999. There's a really cool band out of Australia during that time too, The Saints. I don't know if you heard about them. They're from Perth. They're really fucking cool.
Perth.
Yeah, they're from Perth. My family's all from Perth.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's cool. Actually, another cool band from Perth is fucking Tame Impala. They're from Perth too.
Dude, you have your shit's all over the place, dude. Your
Yeah,
mom's-
I'm a fucking my family's weird too. My dad's Australian, my mom's Brazilian. That's why I'm fucked up.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, Mom, I love you, but I'm never gonna date a Brazilian because I know what I'd be getting myself into. It's just
We
too
called
much.
it a bullshit.
I love Brazilian chicks. They're awesome. They're smoking. They're fucking crazy.
Yes, I've heard
Crazy. Yeah.
It's the Brazilians, and then what's the
Colombians are pretty crazy
Colombians?
too.
Oh,
Yeah,
God, Colombians, though, dude.
because they got that good cocaine.
Dude, Colombian MILFs on
still gotta
Pornhub.
count.
Go check it out. Colombian
Colombian
MILFs.
Pornhub.
That's hilarious, man. That's a thing.
Cam's never been on Pornhub.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
believe that?
Good
Yeah,
for you, man.
never
Good for
once.
you. Yeah,
Well, I mean,
are you
it's-
born again Christian or
No. I just never.
Mormon?
No.
LDS? Like
Too busy to masturbate.
Dude, no, no one's ever too busy.
no, it's too busy
No
for that,
way.
dude.
No
Shit.
way.
Dude, there would be so much more murder if we couldn't
That's how I
masturbate.
fucking keep my
that's a-
sanity.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Without
that's a-
question, there were.
Yeah.
I guarantee homicide
So
would
much
go up
more murders for
yeah.
50%.
Oh, dude,
guaranteed.
100%.
If our dicks
Yeah.
just
It
Yeah.
did in Chicago after the quarantine.
who what?
Murder went up like 50%.
Oh, did it after the pandy?
Or during the pandemic.
Oh,
Yeah.
For no
during?
sex.
No sex. You just gotta fuck your hand, man. Dude, that's all you gotta do. So what did
Well,
you
the
do?
the man speaks the truth.
Yeah. So you've never practiced?
I mean,
Were
okay,
you
so
practicing?
clinicals.
Yeah.
I've done like direct patient care with,
Right.
while I was like 3rd, 4th year. Of
course.
And I've done like sub internships in like psychiatry. So I worked with directly with patients and, yeah. But in terms of like being completely independent, no.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So
Eventually.
and you want to be a psychiatrist?
Psychotherapist.
What's the difference?
So psychiatry, you're mostly dealing with like psychotherapeutics, right? So like, SSRIs for depression, antipsychotics for people with schizophrenia.
Yeah.
So things like that. Mood stabilizers.
Seroquel.
Lamotrigine, all
Dude,
those types
I was
of
on
drugs.
Seroquel, dog.
Were you? Do
Hell
you like
yeah.
it?
I fucking love that
Nice.
shit.
Did you ever
dude.
get on Thorazine?
No, but dude, I when I learned about that, I was like, shit, I wish I was on that. That's the OG drug.
That sounds
dude.
kind of fun, actually.
Dude, that's the OG.
Yeah.
That was the first one they were busting out back in the day.
Yeah.
When they first treating it. Yeah. Yeah. So I was on Seroquel. The thing about Seroquel though is that I was getting treated for all of my like addiction stuff,
Oh, wow. On
And-
top of that.
and then I took Seroquel and I go, oh, this makes me kind of feel high, and then I went back to heroin.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was one of those types of things where I was like, oh, this shit feels
Dude.
good, dude. I want to use heroin again.
See, that's okay. I mean, that's kind of where
It's kind of a bummer.
I think so. I was on SSRIs at one point. I was
Works for some
batshit crazy.
Yeah.
It helps. It's really good.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I found out that when you're on SSRIs and you take MDMA, it doesn't do anything.
Oh,
They cancel each other out.
It cancels each other. I don't know what the mechanism of action is, like how it fucking cancels. Because it's like they're both serotonergic drugs, right? MDMA is operating on similar type of receptors, right?
Okay.
And so it's like, why did that happen? But it got to a point where I was like, I don't really do Molly very often.
Yeah.
But when I do,
Yeah. You want it to work?
yeah, I want it to fucking work. I want to be like, damn it, I'm on fucking sertraline.
I'm going home.
I'm gonna go home, guys. This sucks. I'm gonna go be not depressed. Antidepressants. Yeah, so
That's
that was-
interesting.
yeah, it was. But honestly, at that point, my depression was like pretty much controlled.
Right.
So I was like, I can start tapering myself off of this anyway. So
Okay. So what's the difference between psychiatry and psychotherapy?
psychotherapy is like cognitive behavioral therapy is like one sort of form of psychotherapy where you're just like talking through. It's like talk therapy,
I
right?
like that. Yeah.
A lot of this, like the OG psychoanalysts like Sigmund Freud, Carl Jung, guys like that.
Right.
Those are like the original like psychotherapists. And then you started getting guys like, what's his name? oh my God, Beck, who was the one who like developed CBT.
Beck?
Yeah, not Beck, the musician.
Dude,
Aaron, what the
Beck,
fuck is his
Beck
first
could
name?
be your brother.
That's
dude.
hilarious. My fiance fucking hates.
bro.
She hates Beck so much.
What?
Dude, it's hilarious because I like Beck. I do.
I love him,
like
dude.
what's that song, Ole or something like that? I really like Beck. And then we went to go see Cage the Elephant and Spoon.
Yeah.
And then Beck was the closing act. And then like
She wanted to go
after one or two songs, she's like, I need to get the fuck out of here.
Oh, brutal.
Bumsky.
I know, and I was like, hey, you know,
What is she-
happy wife, happy life. We gotta.
What is she into?
She likes punk rock, honestly, which is awesome because she likes the Misfits, which one of my favorite bands too. Back to that, and so it's like, yeah, I don't really like anybody who doesn't like punk rock.
Yeah.
If somebody doesn't like punk rock, it's like, well, I guess not everyone can have good taste, you know.
No.
Yeah, I mean, do you guys like punk rock, right?
Yeah.
Dude.
We keep on getting fucking
we
text
got
messages.
tattoos and shit.
Dude, you Blink 182.
Some 41.
Dude, Sum 41, dude.
What's
What's that? Good Charlotte.
Yellow Card. Good. Those are my top 5.
Death
dude.
Cab for Cutie.
Dude, top 5, bro. Death Cab for Cutie is pretty good.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I hated emo with a passion when we were younger. Like we would, you know, emo was huge here in Phoenix.
Yeah.
It probably, I don't know if it still is.
Yeah.
But during the early 2000s, we were like the punk band, and we were always getting billed with either screamo or emo. And there was one day I was just like, I got so mad. Like I literally wanted to tell the singer of this screamo band, it's like, you guys are fucking ruining music.
Yeah.
I would never do that now. I'd be like, that's pretty fucking cool. I can appreciate the art, even though it's bad.
Yeah.
Like I can dig it.
My Chemical Romance?
I actually like My Chemical Romance.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's like, what's his name? Was it Tom Waits that says bad poetry is making it hard to suffer through life or something like that?
Oh, I don't know, but that sounds like Tom Waits.
Yeah. He also said a gentleman is someone who knows how to play the accordion but doesn't. I play the accordion.
Yeah, you did.
Not a gentleman.
We just got an accordion at the house. Actually.
shit.
Yeah, like
Oh,
an
that's
old
cool.
vintage one that plays great.
Is it like a piano accordion with the
Yeah.
buttons on the
Yeah,
left?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
nice. I can't do the full. There's like the super cool like gypsy jazz style accordions that have like straight on buttons on both sides.
Yeah.
That just blows my mind.
This one's got like buttons on the one side and then it's got piano keys on the
Yeah,
other.
yeah, I can do that. I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can, I saw.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's like scary.
I mean, that's a lot.
Where'd you get that, Tay?
Yeah.
It was one of Alex's like uncles or something.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
Does it work?
Yeah, you know it's great.
And accordions, they're
Perfect condition.
expensive, right?
No, not really. I mean, it
it's not
depends
big.
on what it is. It's just like guitars, right? You can find
Yeah.
guitars are ridiculous, you know.
You're right.
You're
right.
I go for
You can find the Squire.
yeah, right, or the Epiphone or whatever.
yeah.
I my accordion I bought when I was before I went to med school because I knew I was gonna be traveling. I didn't have any other instruments, so I played piano at the time. I was like, I always wanted to have an accordion, so maybe I should get an accordion so I can travel with it.
Yeah.
And so that's when I bought my accordion in Portland, Oregon. I got it for $250 at this fucking like used store.
Is that a really easy traveling instrument?
You know,
I was gonna say, like,
when you're in your 20s, yes, but
Okay.
like nowadays, I wouldn't do it again, dude.
Yeah, dude.
we're bringing the accordion. Really? This is coming with us.
First of all, it makes a lot of people very angry.
Yeah, dude.
In general, the accordion is it's an obscene instrument. It really is. It's like the most obnoxious thing on earth.
It's like
It's loud.
if you bring an accordion to like a
Loud,
drum
dude.
line, your people are gonna be like,
It's like, yeah.
"What are you doing here?" And then
guy?
you're like,
Go home, dude.
I brought a saxophone player.
Yeah, it's an obscene instrument.
He's sucking on the reed.
I love the accordion though. It's my favorite thing. But I traveled through Europe once and it was so stupid. I fucking brought my accordion with me because I thought I was gonna be a gypsy busking on the fucking streets of Paris, or
yeah.
I'm gonna be in Florence, Italy. Cool, I'll play music. I literally cracked out my accordion for 2 seconds in Florence. Immediately, 2 cops. Nobody spoke English to me the whole time in Italy, except for these fucking cops.
Oh, of course.
And these cops are like, it's like, what makes you think you can play the accordion on the streets of Florence? And I'm like, I don't know. Literally, I didn't even finish half a song.
You're like, I watched the movies. Isn't that what you fucks do out here?
I thought you guys are romantic, you know?
Shit on my dream. You just pack up your accordion and fucking went home.
Dude, no, the guy was
brutal.
like, he's like, what is your paper? Where are you from? I'm like, I'm from the United States. He's like, what are your papers? I'm like, I left him at the hotel. He's like, do you know I could arrest you right now and confiscate your instrument? And I'm like, dude, it's just an accordion, for God's sakes,
And
man.
dude, like, if a cop's talking to me like that in Italy, I'd be like, you sound kind of cool, man. You know, like, I wouldn't, like, you're supposed to
dude.
take it seriously, but
You're
you're
supposed
like,
to.
All right,
but I was
man.
I was just like, all right, the Benito Mussolini fascism in you is very strong, my friend. And I'm fine. I give up. So I'm like, all right, that was a stupid idea. I don't know what gave me the idea to like bring an accordion. It's a heavy fucking thing.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
my back.
Get an acoustic.
Bro.
It has a giant hole in that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's light.
just- it's
Hello.
It's hollow wood, you know?
hollow.
Yeah. So that was a dumbass idea.
Dude, but now you know how to play the accordion, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
Did you
yeah.
teach yourself how to play?
I did, yeah.
Oh,
I got
bro.
a couple pointers from this really badass accordion player from Vagabond Opera in Portland, Oregon. He showed me a couple tricks and shit, and from there I was able to. It's very similar to guitar. You play guitar. It's like it goes in fits. The buttons are in fits. So it's middle C, then above it is G, below it is F. So it's like. It's pretty easy. You got like you basically got your 3-bar blues right there, right next to each other. Sorry, I hit your microphone.
That's okay.
So yeah, it's a pretty straightforward instrument when you get used to like not seeing what the fuck you're doing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes you sore. It made my arm sore.
It's
when
very
yeah,
sore.
Yeah, like after
Takes a lot of
Because you're working your arms in a way you're not usually
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing really on earth that you do this with, right?
Yeah.
Let me think.
I'm trying to
Oh, I already know what Richard's thinking of.
Slapping
Let me
ass.
think.
Let me think.
He like puts his feet out and everything.
You know what's the greatest shoulder workout of all time? Figured it out today. This is very important for all of you guys. Now, if you go swimming, do you swim?
I used to a lot, yeah.
No swimming anymore?
Not so much these days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I did a lot when I was living in Dominica's. I was like walking distance from
Oh,
the beach.
yeah.
It was fucking awesome.
what you could do is in the pool, you can go like this, and you can create a tornado, like a tornado that comes down. And if you keep going like this, my son, who's 5, showed me a video. He goes, "Watch this guy. He does a tornado." He doesn't have an accent. He goes, "Daddy, you do
It does a tornado.
With your papers.
So
What makes you think you do a tornado in the streets of Florence?
that'd be so awesome.
What?
But you just do this, and a fucking tornado comes, and then the guy in the video, I couldn't pull it off, but just getting it going is super addicting, first of all, and I kept doing it over and over again today. I fucking
Dude.
Yeah.
fucking
And when you get
jacked
that
up.
current going, son,
Dude,
Yeah.
this guy was going
it's a
like
whirlpool,
this.
I think.
You have is it like like one of those like big things, the big poles that above ground?
Oh no, it's in the ground.
Okay,
The one that we
'Cause we used to do after band practice. It was like it's hot as fuck here. So in the summer after band practice, we look like shit. So we'd go out and like take a little dip. And my buddy's like one of those things.
Yeah, it's above
What are they
ground?
called?
above
Doughboy.
ground.
Are they called doughboy?
Yeah. that's
Above
what
ground
Hey
pool?
man, I know.
Really?
I need to gain a little.
Or a
weight
white. We
recently.
call them white trash pool.
White
Yeah.
trash pool.
Yeah.
So we would do that too. It'd be like 4 of us. Thinking about it, it's such a gay thing for a
You guys
bunch
are so
of grown
gay.
adults
You're
to
so
do. Is just
gay,
like
dude.
go around in circles, like,
Yeah.
oh, this is cool.
Look at it, guys. Look at it.
I've done some way gayer shit in a pool too.
Oh no! Oh fuck!
Dude, I'm comfortable, bro. I'm comfortable with my sexuality, dude. It's all right.
Some way gayer shit.
His girlfriend, I interviewed her for the podcast when
Yeah.
Cam wasn't here one time, and she thought that the way that I spoke was like a shtick, like I was kind of being like kind of gay.
Oh,
And she was like,
As a
"One-"
joke?
She's like, one very interesting thing is that like you talk the same as like as you do on the podcast, as you do in like regular life. And I was like, oh, what? She's like, kind of feminine, and I was like, it's true. It's okay.
you gotta balance it out with the beard,
Yeah, dude.
You can't be manly all the time, right?
No, dude. And when I eat this pussy, you ain't gonna be thinking nothing. You know?
I eat it like a chick.
I eat it like a lesbian, dude.
Oh my god,
Dude, I'm more lesbian than anything.
I mean, you me both, brother.
Yeah, dude. So fuck.
Nice.
So, thank you
Yeah.
for this, dude.
Yeah, you
This
guys
was-
are fucking awesome.
This was
I
so
didn't get
fucking
it.
good.
You didn't get a smidge of that,
No,
so
I
yeah,
haven't
the man
yet,
needs to get a
and I am-
smidge. He needs to get a
and I am.
smidge.
You want to try a little bit of it, or did you finish
Oh,
this?
sorry.
I like
It's strong. That one's
Yeah, I
strong.
just need a smidge, dude.
just a smidge.
Dude, you didn't get a smidge?
No, I had to
got a
finish my
little-
first.
I think I get a little buzz.
He's
off
that. You got a
that,
nice
right?
little smidge, dude. Yeah, it sneaks up on you. It's good shit, man. I love it. I love making booze. You know, we've been doing oh, you asked me before when we launched. We've been now in market for about a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're pretty fucking new.
Well, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay, here's the question. If this blows up, right, and this can be full
Which it will.
Yeah. So when it does the psychotherapy go on the back burner,
No, well, okay.
or do you want to do both?
We're Justin and I. We both sort of we're kind of like build and then sell. You know, like we want to build it. It's gonna be our baby. We want to build it. It's both our baby. But like as an artist and having like done a lot of like the design work, it's really, really my baby.
Right.
So it's like one of those things where if we did do like an M&A, you know, with another company or something, we would want to take some sort of like, I don't know, like board spot, like a seat on the board, so we can sort of like, you know, give our advice and sort of
Point the direction.
exactly,
Of the company.
yeah, exactly. But I don't want to be hands-on at some point in the future. At least that's not the goal now. But
Right.
who knows, man? Shit changes really fast.
For
you know,
sure.
like things can change within a couple years. So we never know what the future, you know, has in store for us.
You have kids?
No, not yet, but hopefully one of these days.
Oh, dude.
I like kids. Kids are fucking cool, man.
Yeah, kids are the shit.
Yeah. I'm a mess though.
Eh.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
dude,
I need to like get my life a
Have you-
little bit more situated.
Have you thought about absinthe seltzer? That's really
Dude,
hot right now.
that sounds awesome. And we have it's called the French Western, which is a fucking White Claw with a shot of absinthe. It's actually pretty
You know,
banging.
You ought to get on TikTok and just make a bunch of absinthe drinks up on there. And
Yeah, we
that'll
did.
get absinthe huge. I
We
bet.
started doing a little bit of that, but like we're in our mid 30s, you know, like TikTok. I feel like
No.
it's-
TikTok is everything.
It is. I know. I get that.
And people, dude, I told people like 3 years ago. I was like,
Yeah.
or two years ago
To
right?
do it.
I was like, do it. It was like there's 12 years. I was like, it's the only way to grow organically right
Yeah.
now. And now it's almost over.
It is, yeah.
So it's-
Yeah, TikTok's dope. I mean, we've put a few videos on there, and it's cool, man. I liked it. We've been kind of shitty with social media stuff these
I
days.
wanna see one of those bottles.
We're stronger on Instagram right now. That's
Instagram's got a whole new algorithm now. So
yeah, they're all fucking weird, man. To be honest with you, if we didn't have to do it, we wouldn't, but we have to. So
it's marketing. That's,
yeah, exactly. It's marketing, and that's what we're basically in the business of, just like selling our stuff, you know. And we're gonna be doing more events. We want to start doing more events now, like with like live music, performances, because that's what we were doing last year before everything shut down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. It seems like that would be like the perfect like marriage.
Yeah.
It's like live performance.
Oh,
with
totally.
that. So what are those? Because you have those events. I see 'em-
Yeah.
I see you posting them
Yeah.
and stuff. And are you serving it for free?
It depends on what the event is. The last one we did, we were taking tips. So
Yeah.
it was like there's a tip jar there.
Yeah, it's like if you don't
And
tip,
people are fucking generous when the
Yes.
booze is free. People get pretty goddamn generous,
Sure.
which is awesome.
I do. You're right.
Yeah, but it just really depends on what the event is. It depends on what kind of licensing the venue has, because there's different licensing for different types of events and venues.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The
but
shit I don't think about.
Yeah.
For sure.
it's a lot, dude. It's a fucking lot. I always have to even ask our guys, like, are we allowed to do this? And
Yeah.
sometimes they're like, what the fuck?
No, dude.
How long have you been doing this for, man? You're still an idiot. And you call yourself
Because
a
you're like,
doctor.
I don't see why we couldn't.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
there's
how
a
I feel,
laundry
man.
list, right, yeah.
I'm like anarchist libertarian all the way. I'm just like, don't tell me what to fucking do. But then Uncle Sam comes along, he's like,
give me money.
bro. I'm like, all right, I guess. you know.
All right.
All right, fine. Party pooper.
Okay, I want to ask you a few questions that I pulled off the internet,
Oh.
and then we'll wrap up. And then
Oh, these from like people?
nope. They're not.
Oh, man.
No.
Like automated?
No.
Like generated?
No, I
Ask him what he thinks about.
I always like to do. Sometimes I
How do you feel about the Chinese government?
So when you come back, maybe we'll do that next time.
Okay.
Because you know, we like to have guests.
Do you
back.
really want me back?
Yeah.
A bad influence.
yeah.
We got a recovering alcoholic over here. Actually, two, right?
No, you're back. You're
kidding.
coming back.
Sweet.
Okay, so no, I like to always do a little
Follow
something
up.
with the guest. No, always. If the guest is cool, we want them back.
Cool.
There's a couple that won't come back, for sure,
shit.
including my children, who I interviewed 2 weeks ago.
That's
That
hilarious.
was a fucking train wreck.
That was fun. I thought it was hilarious. I thought Ella's was really good.
Yeah,
That's so funny,
Ella was
dude.
good. My oldest, she actually, because she's an actual human being at this point.
And
Okay.
she just like so sarcastic to you.
Yeah,
It's like
dude.
really great.
She owns
funny.
me the whole time.
Teenage girls are like that.
Yeah. So
Facetious.
I always do like a little something. Sometimes we do like would you rather questions. Sometimes we play this
Oh.
game here. Sometimes we have some other things lined up. This one, I was like, I wonder if I type into Google random questions to ask people if it'll pop up. Of course, it popped up. And so I'm just gonna ask you like maybe 3 or 4, and
Cool.
then we'll get you out of here.
Let's
so you can
do
go
it,
home.
man.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start from the top because fuck it. Who is your hero?
Oh fuck. That's dude. God.
Hey,
John Muir. John Muir is one of my biggest heroes.
who is he?
John Muir was the guy that helped found Yosemite National Park. This
wow.
dude was a fucking hardcore dude. He was a member of the Explorers Club. He was friends with Teddy Roosevelt. When he was moving to the United States, he wanted to go explore Cuba. He just wanted to be a wild man living out in the friggin' wilderness. But instead, he was able to get all the way out to Yosemite National Park before it was the national park.
Yeah.
And he was just living out there in the fucking woods. He was climbing like all the like cliffs and shit before anyone else was doing it. He almost died multiple times. Like he would climb the tallest tree during a thunderstorm so he could like see the lightning better. And then he rode an avalanche. This dude was fucking nuts, and he almost fell off of, I forget what the big ass waterfall is, but he wanted to get a closer glimpse of the waterfall, and he was on the ledge, like on a cliff, and he was like, shit, I'm gonna fall.
Yeah.
This dude's crazy. And then he convinced Teddy Roosevelt, and I think like Congress or whatever, I don't know, I can't remember the details, to actually begin the whole like national preserve.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So John Muir is fucking badass.
Wow.
And when they dammed Hetch Hetchy Valley, which was a beautiful valley, before the San Francisco fires. After the San Francisco fires, they realized they needed like a water reservoir, so they dammed Hetch Hetchy Valley. And John Muir said, if you dam Hetch Hetchy Valley, you may as well you may as well flood every single church and holy place, because there's no holier place than Hetch Hetchy. I mean, this dude was like a hardcore fucking naturalist, and I loved him.
Wow.
And plus, he had a beautiful, big, weird, like Gandalf beard.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
They're gonna say something else.
Oh my god!
He had a big, beautiful,
Coming out of his
Weird.
face.
Gandalf hog on him.
Oh my god!
All right,
I don't
number
want to think about Gandalf's hog, dude.
I don't know.
He was a
Isn't
hameo.
he actually, is Gandalf gay in real?
Yeah, he's gay.
In real life.
Yeah, he's dead too.
Well, that's why he carried a big stick.
Yeah, he carried a big old.
Ian McClellan's dead?
I think, yeah, dude.
Really?
No.
He was he also Magneto?
Yeah.
That dude, that fool's dead, dude.
I think he died like
Yeah.
a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, son.
Yeah, yeah. It's too-
R.I.P. Man.
His dick
This
was
one's
too
for-
big. No more blood left.
Oh,
All right,
God.
if you could live anywhere, where would it be?
Oh fuck, man. That's another really great question.
Google.
I wanted to live in London I wanted to move back there. I love London. I don't know if I want to live there now. It's kind of, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was it?
Phoenix, man. Phoenix is dope as shit, dude.
Tempe Light, bitch.
Or Washington, D.C. I think D.C. is really fun.
Yeah.
Lots of great museums, lots of awesome history. The people are fucking square, though. Like going out to a
DC?
bar in D.C., dude, because they're like talking about policy and shit.
Nay.
And like, the chicks aren't really that hot there.
Oh,
No
dude.
offense, D.C., but your chicks are fucking lame, dude.
You chicks are fucking lame. You
Your
heard it first.
museums are awesome.
Great museums.
Great museums.
Dude, that makes a lot of
The
sense.
museums are the best.
Your crack on point.
You got good crack. I mean, it's true. What's your biggest fear?
Public urination and then getting struck by lightning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that would suck, dude.
Dude, I do not like peeing in public.
Imagine dying while peeing in public.
Oh my god, in the fucking trough.
Oh god, dude.
So many wieners.
Yeah.
Good God.
And then as the lightning struck the ground, you get zapped
right in your
Yeah,
dick.
yeah, exactly.
Dude,
yeah,
fuck
that's a
that.
terrible fucking way to go.
Have you ever seen, never mind. I'm going to say it anyways. So, Ren and Stimpy, there's a song called Don't Whiz on the Electric Fence.
Yeah, don't whiz on the electric fence.
Yes! Postman! All right.
What rolls downstairs and over in pairs over your neighbor's dog. If it's on your back, it's great as a snack. It's log, log, log.
Yes, dude.
Love Ren and Stimpy, dude.
Rubber nipples, dude? Fuck yeah.
Man,
Okay.
that
here
shit
we-
is, it's the creepiest cartoon.
It is.
That's
dude.
why our generation is so fucked. Because of Ren and Stimpy.
And Rocco's Modern Life. Also-
Rocco's is great, and then Beavis and Butthead was a little bit earlier before. It was a little bit before our time, but still.
Cam, did you get Beavis?
Yeah.
You got some Beavis and Butthead?
Yeah, Beavis is great.
All right, let's see. That's a lame question.
What's the fucking lame question?
What's your favorite family vacation?
Oh God, that's fucking. I'm not gonna answer that.
Yeah, lame, right? So
Yeah,
let's go
yeah.
to number 5.
Yeah.
This one, I'm excited. What would you change about yourself if you could?
Oh man.
Let's end on that one.
I wouldn't want to be as goddamn fucking white as I am. I sunburn like crazy, dude. And then when I lived in Dominica, I would only go swimming at night because
Yeah,
like
dude.
I would, dude. It sucks. My legs are fucking. I wear long sleeves for a reason.
Cam's pretty well.
I'm pretty
A
white.
handful of blistering sunburns when I was a kid, and I was like, I'm not gonna do this. And my dad, I didn't tell him because he's older,
Yeah.
but like his dermatologist, is like, yeah, he's got squamous cell carcinoma. It's okay though, we can treat him, especially with his age. It's not a real big deal. I'm like, fuck.
Oh, you're heading for that?
Well, yeah, that's my concern. It's
What's
like,
your mom's skin like?
dude, she's fucking brown.
Gotta be, right?
My mom's Brazilian. She's
Yeah.
brown as fuck, and I did not get any of that.
No brown.
I only got her madness. That's all.
God, dude, did you get her fat ass? I didn't look.
Save it till the end.
Oh my god.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming
Dude.
on, dude.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
You're fucking fun, dude. We'll have you on again. We'll make sure that we'll put some time in between.
Oh, yeah, and shout out to Jenny.
Yeah, and shout out to Jen.
And her hubby, and her kids, and
Yeah.
her fam. They're all good people.
Great people.
Yeah, they're good people.
They live in a
Very good.
mansion, and that's cool.
Yeah, when I first pulled up to her house, I'm like, this is like a fucking castle, dude.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like,
Dude.
what the hell, dude?
And then you look,
Persian castle.
I know, right?
and the house basically surrounds the pool, and you just
dude. Yeah.
You go, wow. Oh, and you got to walk from one end of the house to the other. You got a fucking little thing right here.
And have you seen their indoor pool?
No, what?
Dude, the last time we were there,
Even
one of their friends was like, "Oh, you need to see the indoor pool." I'm like, "We have a fucking dude."
They do?
It's like full blown like Tony Montana fucking. I was just like, we need to do rails of cocaine right now.
Yeah.
Like smoke cigars and
Make
chill in
this
this
right.
fucking dude. We need to do this the right way.
Dude, let's plot some
It's
murders.
insane, dude. It's
Yeah.
fucking nuts, man. Yeah. Anyways,
So
we digress.
So thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, dude, my pleasure, man.
Cam, I love you.
Love you.
If you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, that would be cool. If you tap the like button, comments are fun. We'll comment back. You know what I mean? A little engagement would be cool.
Yeah, we'll say fuck you too.
Yeah. Subscribe if you're listening, or don't, and you probably won't. So thank you so much for joining us on another episode of the Dick and Booties podcast. Let's give it up for Ordovich. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, buddy.
Cheerio, cheerio, cheerio.
Thanks for the absinthe.
Bag of Hat.
Oh, wrong one.
Sorry.
Is that the intro music?
Thank you,
That was the
thank you,
Bum, bum, bum.
thank you, thank you. We can't believe you stuck it out. We can't believe you had no doubt.